Hello students, today you will learn about length in millimeters and comparing lengths in centimeters and millimeters. Let us first discuss about length in millimeters. Students, look at this ruler. What does these long markings represents? The long markings represents centimeters. And students, you can see that each long marking is 1 centimeter apart. And students, how many parts is 1 centimeter divided into? Now students, if we observe the ruler carefully, we can see that there are 10 small markings in each centimeter. And each small marking represents 1 millimeter. So, there are 10 millimeters in 1 centimeter. The symbol for millimeter is mm. And students, millimeter is another unit of length. And students, 1 centimeter is 10 times as long as 1 millimeter. So, we can say that 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeters. Now students, look at this example. Suppose a credit card has a length of 8 centimeters and 6 millimeters. And suppose we are asked to write the length of the credit card in millimeters only. Then what we have to do is, we have to change 8 centimeters to millimeters. Now students, we can split 8 centimeters and 6 millimeters in 2 parts. So, in one part I will write 8 centimeters and in the next part I will write 6 millimeters. Now we will change 8 centimeters to millimeters. Since 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeters, 8 centimeters will be equal to 80 millimeters. And since this is already in millimeters, we will keep it as it is. Now we can express the length of the credit card in millimeters by adding 80 millimeters and 6 millimeters. 80 plus 6 is 86. So, we get 86 millimeters. So students, in millimeters, we can write the length of the credit card as 86 millimeters. Now students, look at this example. A coin has a width of 21 millimeters. What is its width in centimeters and millimeters? So the question says that a coin has a width of 21 millimeters. And suppose we are asked to write the width in centimeters and millimeters. Now students, in order to write 21 millimeters as centimeters and millimeters, we will first split 21 millimeters into 2 parts. We will split 21 millimeters as 20 millimeters and 1 millimeter. Students, we have split 21 millimeters as 20 millimeters and 1 millimeter because it will help us with the conversion. Now students, we know that 10 millimeters is equal to 1 centimeter. So 20 millimeters will be equal to 2 centimeters. Students, now we can combine 2 centimeters and 1 millimeter. 2 centimeters plus 1 millimeter. So students, 2 centimeters plus 1 millimeter is equal to 2 centimeters and 1 millimeter. So the width of the coin is 2 centimeters 1 millimeter. Now we will discuss about comparing lengths in centimeters and millimeters. Now students, look at these objects. A key, a cotton bud and clothes peg is shown here. So the lengths of some objects are given below the object. So the key is 7 centimeters 9 millimeter. The cotton bud is 76 millimeters and the clothes peg is 8 centimeters 4 millimeters. Suppose we are asked to compare the lengths of these objects. Now students, the length of the key is given in centimeters and millimeters. The length of the cotton bud is given in millimeters and the length of the clothes peg is given in centimeters and millimeters. So at first we have to convert the length of the key and the length of the clothes peg in millimeters. Now students, in order to compare the length of the objects, we have to first express the length of the objects in the same units. Now students, since the length of the cotton bud is already in millimeters, we will keep it as it is and we will only express the length of the key and the length of the clothes peg in millimeters. So students, 7 centimeters 9 millimeters can be written as 79 millimeters and 8 centimeters 4 millimeters can be written as 84 millimeters. Now since 76 is already in millimeters, we will write it as it is. Now we will compare the lengths of the object. So we will first compare the tens. So if we compare the tens, we can say that 8 is greater than 7. So 84 millimeters is the greatest. That means the length of the clothes peg is the greatest. Now we will compare the lengths of the key and the cotton bud. Now both have 7 in their tens place. So we will compare their ones place. That is, we will compare 9 and 6. Now since 6 is smaller than 9, 76 millimeters is the smallest and 79 millimeters is greater than 76 millimeter. So students, the length of the clothes peg is the longest and then we have the length of the key and then the length of the cotton bud is the shortest. So students, this is how we compare lengths in centimeters and millimeters. That's all for today. Thank you.